The Selfish Path to Romance. Download Chapter 1 for free at drkenner.com.
Here is the email from the dad who found his daughter in bed with another little girl. Actually, the other little girl had gotten out of bed, I assume. Hi, Dr. Kenner. Last Friday night, my daughter had a friend over, with my permission, to spend the night here. I'm a single parent, this is a father writing, raising her since she's been 3 years old. She gets to see her mom during major holidays in no more than a week or so at a time. Her mom has serious mental problems. She's bipolar and schizoaffective. Schizoaffective is like a little bit, some schizophrenia and mood disorder. Bipolar is she can get hypomanic at times, real expansive, irritable mood, inflated self-esteem, flight of ideas, and real irrational behavior. Now Dad tells us about the little girl. The little girl that came over lives with her grandma and great-grandma. Yeah, that's right. Her mom is in jail, and she doesn't see much of her daddy. So this is a very dysfunctional family. For a few minutes I was busy online, and the girls got real quiet. So I went looking for them, and I noticed my bedroom door was closed and that they had attempted to lock the door. Well, I was able to get in, and my daughter was naked under the cover, and I could see through the bathroom door in the bedroom. Her friend was getting dressed too. I've not been able to get many answers from my daughter as to what she was doing or where did she learn that, or has anyone ever touched her inappropriately. So far she has not wanted to talk much about it. It scared her to death when I mentioned that I wanted to talk to her friend's grandma. What do you suggest I do? I'm not suggesting that my daughter is gay. She has other friends over, and there have never been any problems like this before. I want to help my daughter and also be her friend. Help her friend. Please let me know if I need to speak to a trusted counselor. Okay, with this, you need to differentiate between what's called Kiddy-play. Kids just discovering, you show me yours, I'll show you mine, playing doctor, just curious about what each other looks like. Maybe seeing Barbie dolls and then, undressing themselves, seeing Barbie dolls naked. That's kiddie play. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't want to encourage any sexuality, but you don't want to make a big fuss over it. Otherwise, you can be the traumatizing agent. I've worked with clients who have suffered lifelong sexual problems due to a parent's outraged, horrified response to what? To kiddie play. But that's different from sexual abuse, and I'm sure that that's what's crossing your mind. Since the other person does have a disoriented family, no mom and dad in the picture, it could be that there has been a history of sexual abuse and that the child is acting out. You could mention it to the grandma that it happened, but I would mention it lightly because these parents may go ballistic and may yell at her. But just to let her know that this happened, if you want to help out that child. With your child, if there's no history of this, if it hasn't happened with any other friends that are over, if she's not acting seductive, or you don't see her being very secretive, or there's no self-injury or hurting animals or fear of adults, those are all some of the signs of sexual abuse, then I wouldn't worry about your daughter, and I would just, let her know that sometimes it's okay to just see what each other looks like, but you don't want to go any further. Then teach her about good sex and bad sex, not good sex, but inappropriate touch.
For more Dr. Kenner podcast, go to drkenner.com and please listen to this ad.
Here's an excerpt from The Selfish Path to Romance, the Serious Romance Guidebook by clinical psychologist Dr. Ellen Kenner.
Love is not a causeless gift, but something that has to be earned. You may have heard yourself say, I just want to be loved the way I am. Unfortunately, in quotes, just the way you are, may include qualities that make you less lovable than you could be, or even unlovable. Love is not causeless. It is something you have to earn. But how? The starting point is your moral character. Of course, there are many other factors involved in love, including common values and individual personal preferences. Moral character, however, is the foundation, and it is indispensable.
You can download Chapter 1 for free by going to drkenner.com, and you can buy The Selfish Path to Romance at amazon.com.